Hey guys, today we are looking at health practices and sleep. Our next several lessons will detail many of the healthy behaviors that you already have identified. We'll also be looking into ways that we can advocate for healthy behaviors at home, school, and in our community. When we talk about advocating for healthy behaviors, what do you think we mean? As an advocate, you are a person that defends or maintains a cause or a proposal and support and promote the interest of another. Health advocates are people who are trying to support and promote healthy behaviors within their community. There are many health advocates in Fairfax County working to promote several different health behaviors that we've identified in our last activity. On your guided notes page, I'd like you to review by listing those 4 different dimensions of health that we talked about last time. But under each of those headings, I'd like you to add a healthy behavior that you as a teenager could do to promote overall wellness. So take a minute and fill in your guided notes page. Now I'd like you to pause this video briefly and go back to the directions above this video on the Google site, and you'll see a link to a local news clip. Take a moment and watch that news clip, then come back to this slide. As you watched that news clip, it talked a little bit about why sleep was important and the benefits that you get from sleep. Take a moment in your guided note sheet and record some of the observations you made during that video, answering those 2 questions. Getting enough sleep has been a hot topic in Fairfax County. The video that you watched shows a mother that has also become an advocate for later school start times, which she says would allow Fairfax County students more time to sleep in the mornings. Why do you think sleep is important? What benefits do you get? And then using that diamond formation with the 4 dimensions of health, think about any other benefits that might affect each of those different dimensions. You can record any additional thoughts on your guided note sheet. Sleep is important for health, performance, and appearance. It is time when the body repairs itself, it grows, it builds memories, releases hormones that regulate appetite and affect your body mass index. Sleep also contributes to the health and immune system. Remember how we've talked about the 5 components of fitness? Body mass index is one of those. So sleep is a direct effect of our physical fitness in those 5 components of health. Most teenagers need between 8.5 and 9.25 hours of sleep per night. I would be surprised if many of you are getting that much. If the body does not get enough sleep, it's unable to repair itself, and overall health of an individual will be affected. Students that do not get enough sleep also lack energy and have slower reaction times. The lack of energy and slower reaction times will ultimately affect their physical and academic performance. Increased risk of obesity and heart disease have been linked to a lack of sleep as well. So students that don't get enough sleep are also at a greater risk of depressive symptoms than students who meet the sleep recommendations. So think about how you feel when you get enough sleep versus how you feel when you don't get enough sleep. So Fairfax County met for the Fairfax County School Board meeting to review the budget in January of 2012. And this is where Phyllis Payne, who you saw in the video clip, read her speech in order to advocate for students' needs. So this is a summarized version of her presentation at that school board meeting. So follow along as I read and think about how she is advocating for your needs as a student. Good evening. My name is Phyllis Payne, and I'm speaking as one of more than 9,000 members of SLEEP, a group that is asking for high school student start times after 8:15 in the morning. We believe in working toward a better school start time for all of Fairfax County students. 67% of our county's 8th, 10th, and 12th grade students report a loss of 2 or more hours of sleep on school nights. Almost everyone here knows what it feels like to need sleep and to feel so tired you can't keep your eyes open. Why is this important? The current rule of early high school start times shortens the sleep time for teens by 2 or 3 hours per night and keeps them from being successful at school. A new study done with the students at the Air Force Academy shows that there is a connection between school start time and student success in school. Results show that starting the school day 50 minutes later has a positive effect on student achievement. And when the school clocks are matched up with the student body clocks, students get more sleep. Sleep is needed for health, well-being, safety, and learning. Some people worry about the cost of changing bus schedules, but we learned that there are different ways to change the bus schedules. Many districts have made this change without needing additional buses. This isn't just about saving money in future budgets. It's a matter of student health and success. It's about saving lives by decreasing car crashes. It's about saving futures by decreasing dropout rates. And it's about improving mental health. And it's also about the quality of life for students, families, and people who interact with them. Please make this important on your agenda so that we can save money now and in the future. So when you think back to advocacy, this is a time for us to review that speech and how Phyllis Payne expressed her passion for the topic and how she promoted that cause with the county school board for them to consider. Think about the things that she said or that she did in order to advocate that. Giving factual information about the amount of sleep that was required and the direct effects that it has on students. Remember, it's important for advocates to always use factual information, which is what I expect you to use when you advocate for something. Find the research that supports your cause. That transcript that we just read is from the same mom that we saw in the news clip earlier. And the transcript was basically a modified version of her 3-minute speech that she gave. As an advocate for starter late times, she cited several different facts that Fairfax County students supporting that their need for sleep and that they're sleep deprived. And then how her suggestion of the later start times would improve that situation. Now it's going to be your turn. In our next activity, which you'll see after you exit this video on the Google site, it's going to be a research activity where you're going to be creating a 3-minute presentation to promote sleep using the information that you gathered. I've also provided some support links of information for you to incorporate. So I expect you to do your research and support your presentation with factual information. You can use a variety of media, including posters, other visuals, do a skit, speech, commercial, and so forth in order to present your presentation. And then after you complete your 3-minute presentation that is showing how to effectively advocate, you're going to turn in your exit ticket to reflect on what we've done for the day. So in this lesson, where our focus was on sleep and the importance of how we can become advocates for healthy behaviors, you're practicing that advocacy with the topic of sleep. But we can apply those skills to advocate for several other healthy behaviors that we're going to discuss in the next few lessons. So in your exit ticket, what I want you to do is to think back of our topic today, which was the benefits of sleep, and list the benefits that of getting recommended amount of sleep into the chart that's provided in your exit ticket. And then lastly, I want you to think about a sleep improvement plan. Think about one sleep-related behavior, maybe such as watching TV before you go to bed every night, or reading the latest social media post on your phone. What types of activities could you change in order to improve the amount of sleep that you get? So that's the other part of your exit ticket. So at this point, you're going to close this out, finish recording on your guided notes, and turn that in. And once you've finished this presentation and your guided notes have been submitted, you're going to move on to the class activities setup that include your research and your 3-minute presentation that you'll be completing. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.